Hi folks, my name's Gary and I'm here to try to get this 4-cycle Troy built model number TB475SS WeedWacker. Trying to get it going here. I tried starting, I love this thing, and it's surprisingly that all the years I've been using this thing for, I guess, about 5 years, and couldn't get it started. And I noticed a couple weeks ago that my fuel lines were rotted out, so I went ahead and ordered a couple new lines, put them on. But then, after a couple hours of trying to get this thing going, fluid in the carburetor, engine starter, and all that. The plug and all that, it was pretty much useless. So what I did was I went ahead and ordered a new carburetor. If you go online, there's 50 carburetors, all different prices, and I couldn't see buying the original $50 or $60 carburetor, putting it in here, and the thing, I've been using it for, I guess, 5 years, and love it. Never had problems with it. And I couldn't see putting a lot of money in it. So I went ahead and I ordered this carburetor from California. It was $22. And it fits a few different manufacturers and models and all, but it seems like it's pretty good. So I'm really not sure how this is going to go, so you're going along with me. This video is not rehearsed. I don't care about all that. I'm only here to showing you what I bought and what I'm installing here to try to get this thing running. And so with that said, let's get at it, and let's go ahead and get this carburetor on. If you haven't messed with one of these, I'm going to show you how to work it. Got to go ahead. This has got a little thumb flap on top, on the back side, so you can open that up. And then what you got is you got 2 screws and your hoses. Now I already emptied the fuel out of the tank, so I don't have to worry about that too much. And the carburetor still has gas in it. But nothing that's going to leak out that I'm going to worry about. So first thing you want to do is pull your hoses off. You're going to pull your intake hose off and your overflow hose, which is your colored hose, usually blue or green. And so I'm going to pull it off. If that doesn't work, I want to get a screwdriver. Screwdriver, knife, whatever you can get, and just kind of work the hoses off like that. Okay. Now, okay, sorry, I thought I had everything together, but I got a few different projects going, and I use a screw gun here. Now, what I have in here is a star, kind of like a star. You can use a straight flat screwdriver, not a Phillips, but a flat screwdriver, or this is star driver, which works perfect. And what this is for the screws and paneling. I'm paneling the house, and this thing actually works on the house itself for the screws to screw in. And just by chance, it's a right perfect size for this. So we're going to take these screws out. Okay, pop this off here. If you notice down here, the black hose, you got an air hose, your ventilation hose, and I think that pops off. I hope so. Not sure. Well, you don't have to take it off anyways. Now, you got a cardboard gasket that pops off. Now I already checked this when I cleaned out the carburetor inside. I already cleaned it out, and I checked this, and this thing, if you can see it, is in very good shape for as old as it is, especially. But maybe you can see the number on there. If you need that number for it by chance, just let me know and I can get it for you. If you got this model, TB475SS. And also too, you're going to be careful because, and how you know that this, you put this back on, there's a little tiny vent hole there. So you always got to remember that, it's a little tiny vent hole in there. And you go right back on, same way. Took it off. Okay, so what we want to do, take our screws out, 2 long screws, like so. Carburetor comes off, there's your carburetor. Now we got to take our linkage cable off, which just seems to be a little tough. I don't know about that. Let's see what we got. It's surprising how hard that thing is in there. I'm going to turn this off for a minute because I think it's going to take me a few minutes to get this thing off of here. Alright folks, yeah, that was maybe 15 minutes to get this little thing. And what it is your linkage cable here. I had a heck of a time getting that out. It's a lead piece and it's smashed in the side of here. It goes right up in here and it hooks, locks in. I had a heck of a time getting it out. I used a little teeny tiny screwdriver and kept digging it out. Finally I got it. This is probably the hardest thing of the whole job. And I did tear off a little more of the parts, the gas tank and all, because I got worried about that little horseshoe clip I was telling you about. Evidently, because I was checking all inside to make sure it wasn't in there. I started getting a little worried about that, but I don't think it is. I think it flew off somewheres in the cracks of the porch or whatever. So now I got that piece off, I think we're ready to go. So what we want to do is, let's get this back up here. Okay, so we got our new carburetor. Okay, you can see this. I guess you can see it. I hope you can see it. This is the new carburetor. This is the linkage part I was telling you about that cable goes through, locks in, and the little tiny horseshoe clip is on the back. And you can't get to it, and that's what makes it so difficult. Unlike the old one, these are the comparisons of the two. Okay, side by side. Alright, here's plastic, brass, brass, and brass, which is nice. Now listen to this. This is why the difference in the diaphragms is, these diaphragms I know are messed up. I already pulled it apart and checked them all. But listen to this. That's, you know, the diaphragms are really good working on that. And but you can see the difference in them. Pretty close the same. The only difference is this has the cable run that you put the cable up through there, where this one doesn't. and it looks like it's pretty much the only difference. Very, very little, you know, in comparison. Your throttle adjustment, your trigger adjustment screw, that's what that is for your trigger. Because your cable goes in here and runs to your trigger. That's what that is. I'm no pro on this. I just know, you know, I'm just a backyard mechanic. Odds and ends keeping my crap, trying to keep my crap running anyways. So now we're going to put this back together. Okay, so we need our gasket. Our gasket, remember the little hole in the gasket, okay? And this one here, little hole. Got a little tiny hole in the side of the carburetor. So it's going to line right up there. Little hole against there, just like that. So now we need the screws. The starters here. Got to put our screws back in all of it together. Okay, so screw goes. Wait a minute, we gotta hook the cable on first, don't we? Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, we better hook our cable first because I don't know. Let's see if it goes up in there. Huh. I'll be darned. Cable does fit in there. I didn't think it would. So then you got to adjust it. You're going to have to put the screw up. So we need some pliers. Let me use these. I need my little ones. Now, the brass is shortening your cable too much, at least mine, by 1/4 inch. Nah, won't work. So I'm going to take the brass back out. The brass is just too long. So I'm not even going to use it. I'm going to take the brass off of here. See, it fits up in here, but this is so long it shortens your cable. And I don't think you need it. I didn't have it on the original one, so I'm not going to use it. So let's go ahead and put that up right up in the hole. Now we got tons and tons of room. Slide the cable in. Get it in the hole. Get it in the hole. I'm having problems getting it in. There it is. Okay. It's in the hole. So we're good to go there. One thing this thing does is it gets you talking to yourself. Got too many holes along up here. Nothing wants to stay right. So we gotta get one hole at a time. Yeah, it's probably slide it through each one. Okay, now the bottom one. Hopefully that'll go a little better. Do a little wiggling. Get it in there. And we got it. Okay. Let's see. Use one of these, put it on the lowest setting, go very gently. Two, three, four, okay guys, what I did is all I did was went out and filled it up with gas, moved the chair, cleaned some stuff up and all. I have that, but I cut that part out. So I'm going to go ahead and show you. We're going to cross our fingers and hope for the best. We're going to try it out, see what happens. Okay, I have no fuel in it, so I'm going to pump it up 10 times, which you're supposed to pump it up. Okay, there's air in the line, so I'm going to go a little more. Get some of the air out of the line. That's the oil sprayed on. I thought it might be gas. Okay, here we go. $22 carburetor. Let's see how it works. Still got an old plug. Like I showed you, the muffler was pretty old. So here we go. Oh yeah! First that's good. That's a good carburetor. Don't rebuild. Don't buy a $40, $50 carburetor. Get the cheap one. I'm going to try it again. Yeah. you have it, folks. You can see this, I hope. TB475 SS Troy. 4-cycle engine, no oil. I love it. How long have I had it, honey? 5 years?
At least.
I'm sure I messed up a lot of parts in here. I have no idea. I can't see where I'm at. But anyways, I'll leave the description, the address, where I bought this carburetor, and you can link to them. If you have any questions, and I can answer them, I'll be happy to answer them. Wish you the best of luck on yours. Adios.